If I had to start completely over today, no followers, no email list, no extra money, and just a few hours a week to work on this, I would do it completely differently than I did it the first time around. And if you feel like you're already behind, everyone else is further along than you, let me tell you something I have to remind myself of all the time. Someone else is looking at your starting point as their goal. So the only thing that really matters is starting. When I first started, I thought I had to have all my ducks in a row before putting myself out there. I spent way too long picking out fonts and color palettes. I designed 3 different logos. I bought a domain name and paid for hosting, and I didn't even have a product to sell yet. And I created with no strategy at all. I was just trying to be seen. And here's what I've learned. None of that stuff is what actually builds momentum. It feels like work, and in some cases it's really fun, but it doesn't move the needle. So if I were starting again, I wouldn't waste time on any of that stuff up front. Here's what I would do differently, knowing what I know now. Step 1, I would find a problem that I've already solved for myself. Not something fancy, just something that I figured out that other people are still struggling with. That's where your value is, being just a few steps ahead of the person you're trying to help. Step 2, turn that into a tiny, scrappy offer. Not a big course, not a book, just a low-ticket guide, a swipe file, or a checklist, something that you can price between $7 and $27, something that someone can buy as an impulse purchase and start using the same day. Step 3, I would build a freebie or a lead magnet that tees up that offer. I would make it small, actionable, and directly tied to the paid product, so the next step feels very obvious and natural. And then use a tool like Stan Store, which is what I'm currently using, to deliver both of those things. No tech headaches, no website required. And then step 4, I would define my 3 or 4 content pillars. So you might have heard this term before. Really, all you're trying to do is come up with your core values or your core beliefs that really support the products you're offering, the freebies and the paid products. They keep your content on track, and they make sure that everything you say online points back and fits with what you're selling. So think of them as your talking points, the big ideas that you come back to over and over again. And just like that, you've got a list, a product, a lead magnet, and a message that makes your content way easier to create. So let's be honest, most of us aren't building businesses with unlimited hours. I work full time. I'm building my own thing on the side. I have a life and I have a granddaughter to spoil. So here's what I'd do if I had just 1 hour a day to start building a digital product business that grows over time without burning yourself out. On Monday, you want to spend your hour brainstorming ideas that are tied to your product or your freebie. You want to make sure that they tie back to your 4 content pillars so that your messaging stays focused. You don't post on Monday necessarily, you're just using your hour to lay the foundation for the rest of the week. On Tuesday, you want to script your core content. You want to pick one of those ideas that you came up with the day before, and you want to script your long-form content, whether that's a blog post, a newsletter, a YouTube video, which is what I do, or a podcast. Whatever format feels doable for you, this becomes your pillar piece for the week. And then on Wednesday, you want to record or write. So you want to use the hour on Wednesday to record or write or finalize that core content that you wrote the day before. So don't chase perfection here. Done is the goal. Publish or schedule it. And then on Thursday, you want to repurpose the content that you wrote into an email for your list. And you want to send that to your list. I don't care if your list is 2 people. I was there. It's now grown and I'm very grateful, but you have to start somewhere. So you want to pull your core idea and you want to rework it into an email. And this is a great use case for ChatGPT. So you want to keep it short, you want to keep it useful, and you want to make sure that it is aligned with your freebie or product. And then on Friday, you want to remix that content for social media. So you want to break your long form piece into a few short form posts, reels, carousels, captions, stories. Again, this is a great use case for ChatGPT to help. And then you want to save or schedule those posts for the following week. Saturday, I would consider Saturday your bonus hour. You want to use this time to batch ahead or edit or film little clips to use in your social media posts, which is referred to as B-roll, or just make next week's process smoother. So get yourself ahead, prepare. It's your buffer zone. So use it strategically or skip it, guilt-free. And then on Sunday, you want to look back at what landed, what didn't, what felt fun for you, what really flopped, and you want to pay attention. So the magic isn't in getting it perfect on the first try. It's in showing up, tweaking, and learning until you really hit your stride. That's it. A rhythm that works even if you're working a 9-to-5. Starting from scratch can really feel overwhelming, especially when you're watching people who look so much further ahead than you. But most of them started exactly where you are. And I promise you, there is someone looking at you and your journey right now thinking, I wish I was where she is. So you're not behind, you're just at the beginning. And beginnings really are where the magic happens. So if you want to shortcut the middle, I'm about to roll out my new product, which is the $7 shortcut to selling your first digital product. And until it's live, feel free to download my newest freebie, 10 digital products you can create in one weekend. And I'll have the link down in the description. And if you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and be sure to check out this video where I show you exactly how I batch a week's worth of content in 1 hour.